about 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20
that's
minutes,
quick,
okay.
Yeah.
That's quick. The president will deliver
We
more.
go another way when we're going.
What must the president be thinking right now as he walks that lawn for the final time?
Whatever he's thinking, what matters for America today is this is how it happens. This is the living embodiment of a campaign, election, votes counted, and a verdict rendered. And since 1800, the very first time we had a peaceful transfer of power, it has been our great example to the world of what this moment means and what we're capable of, even though we're not happy about it.
And one of the things that's very striking about being here today, even with after the assault on the Capitol, with all the barricades up and the National Guard here and the COVID restrictions in place, is the extraordinary effort that Washington goes through to make this happen and make it as familiar as it has always been.
Right. In 1981, when Ronald Reagan opened his inaugural address, he said, "What we regard as commonplace, the world beholds as a miracle."
Yeah.
There is something miraculous.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get too dewy-eyed about it, but look, it's important how we do this, and that we do this, and that we observe traditions, not for ourselves, but to take a word
Well,
that we all
dewy-eyed is a new
remember from
mode, and I
posterity.
think it's natural to feel
I'm
emotion.
feeling kind of dewy-eyed.
Dewy-eyed is a new mode.
I think that's a very good way to describe how I'm feeling. Yeah.
That's just what we saw in your piece in
Yes.
the last hour, the woman who was basking out in front of Independence Hall in Philadelphia.
And how-
That's what she was feeling.
Yeah.
And we have all of these traditions because it's not, I mean, this is Joe Biden's day, but actually it's not Joe Biden's day.
America's
It's
day.
the country's day.
Yeah.
And so we keep all of the traditions and do them the same way. And that's the reason we have all these monuments, too. They are the physical manifestation of all the values at the center of the government. And people come and go, but the traditions and the values are supposed to stay. And that's why when you try and grab too much of the day for yourself, you're taking it away from the country. You're taking it away from the voters and the people.
No.
And so,
John, I think dewy-eyed is the word for it because this is a transfer of power. It's a day for the country. It is all those things. It's also just a moving day. We just saw 12 bags come out with aides carrying them. Moving days are always emotion.
right, transitions in life are difficult. But actually, that goes back to the ceremony. This is a transition. We are at the transom of one to the other. And in transitions, what gives you stability is routine and history.
And tradition.
And tradition. And you go all the way, Major was talking about Reagan. If you read the inaugural addresses, almost all of the presidents refer back to the very beginning of the country and the founding and basically say, we're drawing a line all the way back to the beginning. And that line gives us hope about going forward no matter how dark times.
I like what you just said, though, John, that and Major said it too, that it really is America's day, because America really can't participate the way we normally do. I think it's beautiful that the Biden campaign has come up with a way to put the 200,000 flags on the mall, because I think, number one, I love the flag, and I think it's a beautiful sight. But normally that place would be packed with people who would be there celebrating. Even if you didn't vote for Joe Biden, there are people that come just because they enjoy the pomp and circumstance of what this means. So when I look at that, I do feel kind of dewy-eyed about what we're missing. I think it's beautiful. I think it was a great save, great solve. But still, there would normally be people